that's Margella. Got this Oakland game to tell her. She look familiar. At Coachella, what's her name? Isabella, forget it, yeah. It's like a week ago, but we both know how weekends go. Tryna function, got some places we could go. Lot y'all got me speaking slow like, yeah, I'm blessed. I don't GA, you tryna, yes on yes. Say less. Say less. You ain't no. Say less. Yeah. Say less. Hey girl, what it do? If you got friends, cool, bring a few through. No fun if the homies now.
Hello everyone, I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the London Monarchs. They'll throw here, Beathard. And incomplete to open things up. Second down following the incompletion. Back to throw Beathard. And right away, he lost the football. And the Ravens have got it. So a first quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do it real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost him.
So the fumble recovery, now Flacco to throw. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. And, Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one because, to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well. But that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out. Finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them. And we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Terrell Pryor that time. And it's third down.
You don't want to throw away this excellent field position, but that's 2 incomplete passes in a row. Definitely need something big here on 3rd and 10.
Conversely, defense has done a good job on 1st and 2nd down. The coverage has been draped. So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. Setting up to throw, Flacco. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board, but the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if, while the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And last time they coughed it up led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Help me out, partner. Was that incomplete?
That was on a deep ball to Dez.
And that's a surprise. The way he attacks the football in the air, it's always surprising to me when he doesn't complete a pass like that.
To throw is Beathard, and that is incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Fielded at about the 28. Slips past him.
Where'd he go?
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Terrell Pryor, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. And some space here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now Beathard. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
On 2nd down, Anderson. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Here's Beathard to throw. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Took him 5 tries, but he is able to complete that first pass of the game.
And could you hear the exhale all the way up here? Not just from him, coaching staff, offensive line, receivers. Now he's off the schneid. Can they get him going in a nice groove where he becomes a little more consistent throwing the football?
Because you miss those first 2, but you get up the 0 for 4 range. That can be a little tricky, but able to settle in, hopefully.
Yeah, now you won't have any confidence issues. Now you can kind of get it back even with just 1 throw.
10 more there and another first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Back to the ground. Anderson. Another spin. Fights through and now a crease. 20. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll run. Anderson. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
They'll run for it with Anderson. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. C.J. Anderson taking it in. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. And they drew up the counter there. It works. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even 1 step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
Now the punter Dixon out to kick it off.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Throwing here on first down. Flacco. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now Flacco. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too. Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. To pass, Flacco. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased.
And he will take it in for the touchdown. C.J. Anderson, he scored on the ground and through the air. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Now the punter Dixon out to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now Joe Flacco in the offense heading back out onto the field. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him. But he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
Now this will go for 5 up to the 33.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Operating off play action, Flacco. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Here's Flacco. Oh, some strong running. And that will be incomplete as well. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Flacco and the offense staying put. They're going to go for it on 4th. They do snap it. Flacco now. Well, this is brought in by Pryor. 7 yards there on the pickup, and that'll be good for a Baltimore first.
Not only is a slant route really difficult to cover, it's a real staple play for an offense on a 4th down because it's a quick-hitting play. Get the ball in the hands of the quarterback right to the receiver.
And the receiver has to be ready because that thing's coming on a rope. And his throw here is incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now it's Flacco. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. The Ravens on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They go pass again with Flacco. Complete to Gilmore, the tight end. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did. Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, We have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Flacco. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Now Flacco. His throw caught at about the 5. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens are in for 6. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking. Beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. Oh, good move. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now we look at C.J. Anderson as he trots back out there and gets set to go on offense. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him in football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. To throw is Beathard. Sanders has it over the middle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout.
Let's go! Blue landed! Blue landed!
Here's Beathard to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Beathard. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll be knocked down sideways. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. So 1 yard to go here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Riley Dixon now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Joe Flacco and company heading back out onto the field. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, is that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Passing play, Flacco, and he finds Tyler Kroft. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They run the counter now on first down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers that can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 30 yards there. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. Flacco here on second down. Out left side here to Bryant. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And now a first down following that long gain. And now here's a carry heading left. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Oh, nice move. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. They start the drive with Anderson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. Larry, we've got some happy trigger fingers ready to see who's going to survive this wildcard game as we get you back to quarter 3. This will be fielded at the 6. Here's Terrell Pryor now as his guys head back out onto the field. And I know that they double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Wide open receiver complete. He's at the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Terrell Pryor, 82 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Here's Anderson. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up third and about 6.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it, because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They'll throw here. Beathard. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on here to punt it away. Fielded at the 20. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's Terrell Pryor now as his guys head back out onto the field. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. You never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Here's Flacco. Pryor has it complete. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give him 17 on that pickup. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Okay, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen in today's NFL, they're going to weigh over 300 pounds, but that doesn't mean they don't have agility. And the way that they can get out in front of a runner and create a space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and the runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because it's been blocked so well. Love those misdirection or counter plays, and this one worked really well for a nice piece of yardage.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On second down, Flacco to throw. Right side catch, Gilmore. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
And the wideout in motion. They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Derek Wolfe. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
Flacco. Over the middle, complete. That's Bryant. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. 23 yards on the play. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Oh, look at the juke. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here we go now. 3-19.
And they'll try to fire up the running game with C.J. Anderson. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. Welcome back now here in London. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now Beathard. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. It's a gain of 5. And just like that, it's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's caught on the right side, Williams. Here's Riley Dixon now, standing just outside his own goal line. Taken in at the 22. And now running right through it. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And, you know, both of us gave these guys a real shot coming in here, but I don't think anyone saw this on the road with this lead in the playoffs. They've looked good a lot of times this year. This is probably as good as they've looked.
Well, it's been a textbook game for them.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And how about this? It's the other Brandon Marshall that picks it off. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still three-score game, though, fourth quarter. To throw is Beathard. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sanders. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Back to throw Beathard. His throw is going to be incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Here's Beathard to throw. Found his target, it's Anderson. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, it's Williams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll set up a throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Kamale Correa coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Williams. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. This offense so far on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And Forbath will put this one through, and they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But, hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. The Ravens get a new set of downs. Give them 17 on that pickup.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Setting up to throw, Flacco. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Terrell Pryor saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. A little juke. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Down, he'll drop to throw. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Here's Beathard to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Beathard. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this Defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And a wild card win moves them on.